How's it going, guys? My name is Aaron.
My name's Raul.
Mine is Nathaniel.
And we don't have a podcast name yet. So far we have podcast question mark.
It's an unofficial name, I guess. You don't like a podcast question mark?
Yeah, and later on we'll change it, but for right now we're just going to stick with that.
It might never change.
Yeah,
Might not.
and we're actually going to be, for this podcast, we pretty much want to talk about our common interest in gaming, movies.
Music.
You know.
We have different tastes in music, but, you know.
Plus we're young and we don't follow politics, so that's another interest we have.
We won't have much politics. Maybe if Trump is elected, we'll be like,
Oh my God, let's move to Canada.
Yeah.
I'm moving back to Mexico.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I can't do
No, stop. Anyways, jeez. And we'll pretty much talk about our life experiences, you know, paranormal stories as well. That's personally something I'd like to talk
They
about.
don't have to all be paranormal. It can be regular stories.
Yeah, weird experiences. Like
We're not exactly partiers, but I feel like enough interesting stuff had happened.
Yeah,
Well, I've had some crazy shit happen to me.
me too.
Good amount. Especially at Walmart. It's ridiculous. Midnight shift.
We are all, like he said, we're in the same age range, but we're not exactly doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Two of us work full-time jobs.
And I am going to college, so we kind of went.
You got the stressful life too.
Yeah.
And,
Everybody does.
yeah.
So, yeah, we're just three young adults trying to figure life out. So
2 + 1 roll.
yeah, I'm an engineer. I can't do it.
And we could all possibly be the permanent hosts. That's what we're trying to do.
Yes.
But there may be some days where maybe it's just two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's never going to be just one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get other people in here.
We'll get guests and whatnot. Yeah, schedules get.
Yeah.
Like we said, we're all working in adults. You know.
Yeah.
It's hard to find the common day.
We get busy sometimes, basically.
Possibly sports?
Possibly
Aaron
sports.
says?
Yeah,
Aaron
I'm a
says-
huge sports fan for one, but then again, you know, you guys are like in between. I don't mind. We could talk about whatever.
See, but
if you guys want to.
we could get people who like sports,
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
and then we could interject with like, I don't get it. You know,
There you go.
Yeah.
hockey was kind of cool for me, but
I need to get into hockey, actually.
I fall asleep during the Super Bowl.
I think
That's where I'm at.
Well, it was an interesting enough Super Bowl, so you didn't miss anything.
It just took, to me, it's all not interesting.
It was terrible. I felt like it was, truthfully, I really felt like it was like people paid them to fucking win.
All right.
We'll
So-
swear. Aaron just said the
Yeah,
F word.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
it's not going to be every other word, but we are adults, like we said.
It's not going to be censored either. So.
But that is perfect. Where Aaron said he likes sports, we don't. That kind of goes with today's topic, and which is things we like that we shouldn't necessarily like.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
Do you
Yeah.
want to start, Roll?
I'll start. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So the first thing I came up with was an anime called My Little Monster.
What is that?
And
And why do you think you should like that?
it's a romantic comedy,
Okay.
Oh.
and I
okay.
really hate romantic comedies.
Well, I think guys in general
I
are
think
not supposed to like that.
Yeah, so
you
that's
know?
the reason
Yeah.
why I shouldn't like it.
Yeah.
I watched
But
Nope.
anyways, I was really into this anime, and
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, I watch The Notebook every night when I go to bed.
Well, give us a general idea of what the plot's about. Well,
All right,
it's
so
just
the
a
plot-
rom-com. But
Okay, since you guys aren't gonna look it up,
No.
and watch it. Okay.
No.
All right.
Probably not.
Okay, so basically, it's this girl in high school. She meets a guy who's troubled, and they end up falling in love. And yeah, I don't know why I found the story very
Compelling.
funny and kind of cute. So yeah,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Aaron,
Yeah.
do you have one? You want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go actually. I don't know. A lot of people will probably disagree with me on this. Some might, some may, but I love J-pop.
Some might, some may.
I know, I'm sorry. Because, like, for instance, I'm a metalhead, and I love J-pop. I mean,
I'll throw in there that I am also.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I like hip hop.
it's kind of one of the things people wouldn't, necessarily see me listening to just because
What is it about J-pop? It's just so damn catchy.
Yeah, I think it's catchy and.
Do you move your booty to it?
Oh yeah, dude.
All night, baby.
I don't know. It's just I love the techno incorporated with it, and I love that about it. And I mean, well, I guess I know the lyrics are in Japanese and all that, and you don't understand. But like,
do you ever learn any?
Yeah. Well, actually,
like learn the translation, not just.
No, I didn't. I actually just learned one about like with the words and all that. Not the translation. I don't know about this. I know it's a song about like it's called "The Circle of Friends," and I love that song. But it's a good acoustic song to learn. And like,
is J-pop different than K-pop?
Yeah.
In what
definitely.
ways?
I feel like K-pop is more. Let's see. It's more American style, I guess, of pop. Like J-pop is more like techno and, you know.
So the sound of K-pop is...
K-pop seems like they try to copy the American pop a little bit too much.
So they've been Americanized.
Yeah, exactly.
America. Throw the Americas in there. And so mine is on the subject of music also.
All right.
So I love very girly music, okay? This guy knows right here.
I do.
Taylor Swift.
Well, so I recently just bought the Carly Rae Jepsen album.
Call me Nick.
And it doesn't have that. I have that song. But so if you go on my music library, I've got Carly Rae Jepsen. Right next to it is Cannibal Corpse. Right next to it. It's just like anytime people see my library, they're like, "What is this?" And I feel like I always have to explain myself. It's just I can't just like it.
Yeah,
I know it's early. Like I can't just like girl music.
But you like the heavy stuff. You like the Satan music,
which is why it's a nice contrast to go to that kind of stuff.
That actually brings up something for me. There's a band that I watched an interview for, and he actually said the exact same thing. He gets inspiration from Carly Rae Jepsen. And what's her name?
Yeah, Jepsen.
Okay, I thought I said that wrong.
She actually did.
It was in a band called Darkness Divides.
Wow.
Yeah, I was actually laughing. I was like, oh, I did not expect that. But then again, I mean, she probably does have good choruses and all that, good singing voice. So
she probably doesn't write any of her own stuff, but
yeah.
Who does in the pop industry?
That's true.
Yeah. All right, so I guess I'm up next.
Yeah, you can go next. Yeah.
All right. The next thing that I came up with was I like to smell my own body odor. Let me explain myself.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, guys, come on. Give me a chance.
Are we still gonna be friends with him after this?
I don't know. Do you shower often?
Yeah, I shower. Okay, so what I mean by this is sometimes after I take a shower, I usually put on deodorant. But sometimes,
as does everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as everyone does. But sometimes, like everyone does, runs out of deodorant and they go like a day.
Oh, I have to go buy it.
I've got like 6 sticks in my bathroom.
Oh, really?
I never
okay. I sometimes run out, and I'm too lazy to go to the to Walmart to go get some deodorant.
Embrace your smell.
Yeah, I just embrace it, and I don't know why. I just keep on smelling my armpits all day. Also, usually on Fridays I play basketball for about 3 hours. I come home late, and I don't take a shower on Friday.
So the bed just is you. It's just
no. But the next day, like after I haven't taken a shower, my hair gets oily. And I tend to rub my hand in my hair and smell it afterwards.
See, I do all that stuff, but it's more of I don't like it.
Huh?
It's a subconscious thing.
Yeah, I guess
I keep smelling it. Like, can other people smell me? You
know,
like if I smell that, damn.
Okay, I don't know why. I just find it unusually good.
Usually, like the smell of gasoline or something.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just
Okay. Do you have another one?
I probably do. I just can't really think right now.
The one for now.
Mm-hmm.
I can only really think of 2 also. So originally, I pitched the idea to Roll. It was like 5 things you like that you shouldn't. But before that, I was like, what's something we can talk about? He's like, science, why we need it, why it's good in society. And I'm like, I'm over here with stupid topics and things you like that you shouldn't. And I was like, if it was just me and Raul, I would have named it The Intellectual and the Idiot. With him talking about things like that. Science. What's good in America?
Do you have another one?
But yeah, I do only have the one more, and it's my jeans.
Your jeans.
I wear fairly tight jeans.
My jeans.
Yeah, everyone calls them girl jeans, but that's like the one thing I can wear that makes me feel good. Like my shirts, I love my graphic shirts and band shirts, but my pants, I'm like, they make me feel good.
What do you mean, like, feel good? Like, make you feel attractive?
Like,
or make you feel...
I have a real problem with, like, what's the appearance, self-confidence, kind of that.
Yeah.
But if I've got pants that I feel like they look good, I'm like, okay, I feel like I look good today.
Well, what do you look at, like, when you look at yourself with those jeans on? Like,
I don't
do you
know.
look at
Just
the
like
fit?
how my legs look. If they don't look huge and fat, which I guess I kind of have girl legs if they can fit in it anyway. But then I'm just like, I don't know, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I, for one, really don't. Well,
I never really paid attention to
Same
pants.
here.
I've always kind of, like, worn, like, baggy pants because,
Yeah.
I don't know, they're just really comfortable.
Yeah.
And recently I've been transitioning to, tighter fit pants.
Really?
They feel more comfortable. Yeah.
no, I've
They feel comfortable as well, but they also look, I feel better.
Yeah.
I guess
how-
I could.
so-
Really, yeah.
How
Yeah.
tight are you saying?
Like,
Just kind of
not
skin
like
tight?
regular fit, not slim, like skinny
Skin tight? No,
yeah.
I'm
I'm not talking about that.
Yoga pants.
Yeah.
I'm not into yoga pants on me. I'll say it.
Yeah.
I am on the weekends.
I'd like to see that.
So since Aaron doesn't have another one, I guess. I should-
Yeah, I'll probably think of one while you. If you have another one, I'll.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Because I don't know why. I was like, when he said 5, I was like, that's just too much. I can't really think of 5.
Yeah, it stumped me.
Yeah.
I was like, I've got to have 5, but then they can all be grouped together into, like, those two things I have anyway can be grouped together into, like, girl things. I like more feminine things, which I like. I consider myself more of a feminine, masculine guy.
You listen.
Like, I'm not, like, super feminine, but I feel like I have a feminine side, which is fine. I'm fine with that.
Hey,
But
man.
then also, I'll kick some ass.
Yeah, Roll, you better watch out.
I'll step back a bit.
I'll fight you.
Okay. Well, I guess the next thing that I thought of is shit, I forgot.
Don't you take your time, man.
Okay. Oh, it was that I really like cats, and this is mainly coming from my sister. Mainly because she thinks guys should like dogs, like big dogs.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Really? I don't
Like,
know.
if you like animals, you like animals.
Yeah.
Aaron likes cats, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
I just like really. I don't know. It's weird. I treat my cat as like a son, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
cuddle
that's
with
how I
them.
treat my cat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that's
Jesus.
just, being caring for animals, I think, is just
Okay.
what that falls
I
under.
thought that was really weird because I don't know. I think
That was terrible when I had to put my cat down. Oh, my God.
Do you wanna-
I had allergies that day, okay?
Do you want
That's
to tell
all I
that
just
story?
said.
Not really?
No, I don't mind.
What happened?
Well, pretty much. My cat was like extremely sick, and they're saying she was anemic and all that, and I think she had cancer or something, and it was just like, I don't know, it was like the saddest thing ever to me. Like, that was the most I've cried.
Dang.
Like, for instance, like my great grandma, I loved her so much. Like, she meant the world to me and everything, but when she had dementia, she just like forgot about me, and when that happens to you, you kind of get pushed away, and I don't know, you kind of like break away. I don't know, it doesn't feel the same anymore, like they just part ways with you, and I just felt like she didn't know me, and I'm like, when she passed away, everybody at the funeral was crying, and I was just like with a straight face,
Yeah.
And for my cat, I couldn't take it, man. It was just, I had to, because it's like I loved and cared for that cat so much, and I don't know.
You knew it at like its best. Yeah, I have a great aunt who's had dementia for years now, and it's really weird to go see her, and for her to. Sometimes she calls me my brother, which we don't look any alike. He's unfairly pale. He's pretty dark, and she'll call me him, and I'm just like, no, it's me. And then she keeps asking me throughout the day who I am, and there was a few times where she knew who I was, but she still thought I was like 10. So I get what you mean. It is a weird thing.
Yeah, it is.
To
really
like,
strange.
yeah, you feel like you can't connect with them. Like anything you do for them, you obviously do because you love them, but they won't remember it. They're not
Exactly.
going to be like, oh, he took me out last. Sometimes she does, but not always.
Yeah, I remember my great grandma. She woke up. She was like pissed off. She was like, "Where's?" Well, my uncle's name was Jimmy, and she was looking for me, and she said she wanted to shoot me.
oh my god.
Wow,
It was crazy. I was freaking out in the house, trying to hide under my bed or something.
Grandma, no,
No, yeah. That was a pretty crazy,
It's
traumatic
definitely
time.
something nice.
If I could relate to the cat thing, my cat also had a problem with urinary blockage, I think.
Oh yeah.
And,
Is that like kidney stones?
basically, yeah. So I guess male cats have a higher likelihood of getting their urethra blocked, and so they can't pee. So if you don't take them to the vet within a couple of days, I think a couple of hours actually, they end up dying.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
How could you tell he just acting weird and you
yeah.
decided to take him?
So the main thing is when I tried to pick him up, he would always like meow, like growl, I guess, like very angry, and he started biting me a lot, and then he kept on like tapping my foot too, and then afterwards, I had the choice to kind of like, because it was a lot of money to get the surgery done. There's a surgery where they take out, not necessarily take out the penis, but they basically make his urinary system mimic the one of a female's.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a hard decision because I don't know, the money was a lot. It was
Yeah.
like-
Vets are just ridiculously
I-
expensive.
yeah.
I had to pay like $400. I know.
Yeah.
Well, it was ridiculous. It's just
Yeah.
they kind of soak you for the money.
It's a weird thing because they don't live as long as you, but they are a member of your family,
Yeah.
and so I feel like they're kind of being dicks about it. They're like, it is a hard surgery, but they're like, you're gonna do this. We know you want this dog,
Yeah.
even if it's gonna only live for like 3 more years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Vets they're something else. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I still want to do, but I haven't been in school for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I can't imagine going back to school. How can you do that, Raul?
I mean,
Yeah, some stuff.
I
Man.
mean, it's not that hard. Like a lot of people think.
But if you had a full-time job?
Oh, if you had a full-time
people do
job,
that,
yes,
but
that's hard.
I still can't imagine me doing that.
Yeah.
I work 12 hours a day. I have my long weekends are 4 days off, but 12 hours a day is a long time to work.
All right. So the thing is, usually a lot of people who have full-time jobs, they tend to have these jobs because they have to provide for someone else.
Yeah.
So you yourself, you don't have kids, you don't have a wife,
No.
you don't have anyone to worry about except yourself. So I think it's easier for you to go back to college and maybe get a part-time job.
Yeah, so I'm just complaining. Well, see, there's people out here who have it worse than you. You're just crying. All right.
No,
you
I'm
go
just
back
saying.
to school.
No, I'm just saying. Like, there are people who do have like full-time jobs and go to school full time. But the reality is, they either work really hard and stress themselves out too much, or they have kids that they need to take care of too.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know.
For
me,
me,
college is an investment. So
yeah.
I mean, if you had to take out a loan, that could work too.
Well, that's the main reason why I wanted to join the Navy, just so I could have free college. Well, that's the main reason why is because free college, and I don't know. I personally, for me, what I wanted to do is like I want to travel, and the Navy is like the perfect thing to do. I just want to do stuff before I'm like old and regretting everything, and it's like that's what I want to do, That's why I think joining the military is a good choice. I mean, yeah, I want to fight for my country too. That's like one of the things I want to do. I know a lot of people just like, I want to go for free college and that's it, but I actually want to make a difference.
That's crazy, man. I don't know how. I get you traveling. I feel like that's something I haven't done. I need to start doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's just, and college probably would have done that for me. You have all those different programs.
That's true, yeah.
There's people. My cousin went to Costa Rica, I think it was, a few summers, a long time.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
that whole summer, and she plans on going back to teach there.
Oh,
Wow, that's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm just like, wow. Yeah, Navy. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I'm not nearly. Disciplined, but just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm too much of a wimp to do that.
I don't know. I think
That's mad respect for you.
It's just a mindset though, truthfully.
I don't
you
know.
gotta have it.
military is kind of scary because it's like they tell
It
you how
is,
to
yeah.
live and what to do every day. I just kind of wish I had a little bit of that
freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
I think we could get into this more on another episode.
Yeah.
Because my roommate actually, he wanted to do Marines, so we'll get his thoughts in here. And because just a few days ago, he just decided to call it off, so we could maybe talk to him about that if he wants.
And
All right.
and your other cousin-in-law was a veteran, is he?
Yeah,
He's
like
a
my
veteran.
cousin's
yeah,
husband,
maybe.
he's a veteran. He was deployed, and we can also get his thoughts if he wants.
Yeah.
Because that without revealing too much, that was a big factor, was his brother, of why he did or did not want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like we've covered quite a bit. I don't know if we want to talk more.
I like
Is it
cooking
just-
shows.
What?
I like cooking shows.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The
I actually-
Pioneer Woman.
Do you know how
on
to
the food
cook?
truck. No, I don't know how to
You
cook.
know how to cook?
You don't know you love
Okay.
cooking shows, but you don't know how
Okay,
to
the
cook?
thing is, I admire the food.
Okay.
I really love the food. And I think
Okay.
that's something we're going to talk about later on.
Okay.
Because I really admire it.
I do too, man.
But I just really like watching
Food.
people cook. And
I know how to make like two things. Like I like food, but I'm not. I could just be like, I got a pizza last night just because I didn't want to make anything.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm gonna buy pizza, which isn't the best. It's better to cook for yourself, but still.
I mean, I could cook some things like chicken and salmon and like eggs and things like that. Like basic things, but I can't like cook exquisite.
I got a
flavors.
microwave.
Yeah,
I got a microwave.
That's the best right there, man. Quick, authentic New York style pizza.
Is that better ingredients, better pizza?
Papa John's.
Yeah. Ow,
We
shoot.
are-
I actually got I finally just remembered something that going back to the topic of something you
Our main topic.
our main topic is,
We're kind of diverging. Sorry about that.
but
Is that the word?
the main thing.
Yeah. Diverge. Diverge.
Oh,
the main,
that's right.
oh,
Yeah.
But one of the things
Anyway,
I'm
let me interrupt Aaron again. Go ahead.
it might seem weird to some people, but I'm extremely fascinated with being disturbed or scared. I don't know why. Like I love, I guess, the adrenaline rush you get. I love stuff like that. And there's been a couple of books I've been wanting to read that is just like really screwed up, but like I want to read it just because like I like stuff that's disturbing to me at least.
So, what do you mean disturbing? Like there's some really fucked up.
there is, yeah. There's like the
Yeah,
one of
there's
the
disturbing in like violent, or there's disturbing in like paranormal.
like there's like 5 of these books this guy I was like reading online. He recommended like 5 of them, and he said like there was one that he said like don't read this one. I recommend you not to read it, but I'm like I need to read this, and it's called 120. What is it? I don't remember, but it's like really screwed. I know you're probably gonna judge me right now because
No.
it's gonna sound.
I'm just kind of
weird.
curious. Like,
Yeah,
but
I'm
it's-
just listening.
It's like people that like brutally.
I get what you're saying. Like one of the books I really like to read was I read Mein Kampf, which is Hitler's own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
This guy did one of the worst crimes ever. You just want to get in his head and find out why he did the things he did. Is
Yeah.
that along the lines of what that book
Well,
is? or-
that book is like I think it's 120 something of Sodom, something like that. It's
like
like
a priest or no.
it's like
Go on,
about
Cannibal
about
Corpse.
like it's about like adults like brutally beating children, and I know it sounds really ridiculous and raping them.
And these
but-
are true?
yeah, and
Okay.
it's like kind of just written down. And that's like I know that's like one of the topics that people don't like to talk about. And I think that's really screwed too. I mean, I'm not like Jared or anything here, but I'm just.
He did different things. I don't think he killed them.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. It's just like a book of like stuff that people have written down that they've done, and it's just really intriguing to me. And I'm like, it's just terrifying at the same time. It's weird.
That guy pulled some reverse psychology. 'Cause I feel like that's like a human condition type thing.
Yeah.
It's like, don't go over there. Your first thought is, I need to
Yeah,
see
exactly.
I need to see what's over there.
It's just like
That's weird why we think like that. Why the one thing we can't have is what we want the most.
Actually, there's another book that he recommended. It was actually pretty hilarious. This is like the one-liner that I thought was the best. Was he said there's a teenager in the pool and he's masturbating in the pool while he's getting his intestines pulled out.
What?
I know.
And this happened?
I think it's fiction.
Oh, okay.
Book, yeah, but I thought that was just crazy. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like, wow,
when you go that far, you're like, I got to see what else is here. That not see it, but
yeah, but
know about it.
I'm fascinated with disturbing type of things.
I mean, I guess I'm kind of like the same. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of creepypasta, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Like some of those videos, like
Yeah, I like those videos.
yeah, they're a little bit interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just mainly the curiosity for me. It's
That just comes back to that adrenaline thing. You like being scared, looking over
Yeah.
your shoulder,
Yeah.
like,
And man, I've had some really crazy stuff happen to me. Like this one time when I was passed out, I had like a what is it called? It's
pillow.
No. Oh, what is it when you're like paralyzed in the bed? I forget what it's
Sleep
called.
paralysis?
Sleep
Yeah, there you
paralysis.
go.
There you go. That's what I like. I was exactly like that. And I looked to my left, and I saw my girlfriend she was sleeping, and I was just wide awake. I could see everything, and I saw like this black figure like laying above her, and I was like, I was trying my hardest to wake up, and it was the weirdest thing ever. I thought it was.
I hear that quite a bit. That's like I've never had it happen, but that's just like the worst thing.
I've had sleep paralysis
It's-
before.
What was
I've had it
yours?
often.
What is yours?
I don't see anything in terms of like spiritual stuff or like demons or anything like that. But I just can't move. And most of the time it happens when I have a blanket on top of my body.
Huh?
Well, really?
Yeah, I've seen
Huh.
I've noticed that pattern. Every time I have sleep paralysis, it's mainly when I have a blanket over my head.
Wow, for me, it's if I stay awake for like 24 hours straight. I know.
That's good for no one.
But that's like what I've noticed for me.
Yeah.
Or if I'm extremely tired but I want to stay awake, and then when I go to bed, I can't. It's just crazy.
See, but for you staying up a long time, you work night shift.
Yeah.
That's another thing I can't even imagine doing. I like my sleep. I'm up at 4:45 every day, but still, I'm sleeping through the night. Because we're, all these
Yeah.
years we sleep nighttime, and you're working it.
It's tough.
And
man.
you still probably don't get enough sleep in the day, right?
No.
'Cause
There's-
you
I mean,
can't
there's-
with all the light and noise.
Yes, like I wake up, there's times, majority of the time I wake up and I'm like sweating and like just a headache, and you're like, this is terrible. And it's a tough job, man. It's really tough having night shift. The only, the pros for it, I would say, is like when you're awake, you have the afternoon to go do stuff. And I like that about it, Because if I had like a morning job, let's say if I worked from the afternoon to midnight, I would, get home and all the stores are closed. So, I mean, there's an upside and downsides to it. So,
Well, do you have a
But it's-
paranormal experience, Raul? Since we were on that subject.
I mean, the only thing that really happens commonly is that I just feel like I'm suffocating
In the sleep paralysis?
and the sleep paralysis. Like, it's kind of weird. The mindset that you have is like you're dying, but you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like you're just watching yourself.
Die.
Like you're just thinking, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die?
That sounds like the worst.
And you
It's
start
terrible.
like sweating, and when you finally like kind of get out of it, like I force I don't know.
You jump out of it?
I jump.
No,
I
whoa.
jump out of it.
has it happened to you where you wake up and then you're like slowly going back into it again? And you're like, no,
Yeah,
I hate that. I'm like, why am I?
Yeah.
I was just like, you fight to wake
Yeah.
up, and
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
when you
it's-
finally wake up, you're just like, oh my god, I'm not going back to bed. Even if your head is hurting and pounding, you're like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
There was this one time actually, I had sleep paralysis. I tried waking up and I like. It's the same thing, but my eyes were closed and I could see like it was in the morning, and you know how when you close your eyes you can still see like light.
Yeah.
So I saw, it's gonna sound funny, but I saw Napoleon Dynamite's face.
Freaking idiot.
and he kept moving his mouth and saying something to me. I was trying my hardest. I'm like, what is going on?
So anyway, I had this nightmare about Napoleon Dynamite, right?
I know it sounds weird, but when I woke up, I was like, what the hell just happened? I was
You wake
freaking
up
out.
and your girlfriend's like, you want to watch Napoleon Dynamite? No!
No! It was terrible, man.
Never again.
It was really strange. Probably the funniest, I guess.
Yeah. I've
Is
never had
that
Napoleon
is that a paranormal? Is that more of a natural thing?
Oh well,
paralysis?
I was just sleep
I don't know.
paralysis.
I think I heard it's common, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
it
pretty
is.
natural, right?
Yeah. But I think
Yeah.
it's like because he sees like weird stuff. I don't see that.
Yeah, I
Weird
see
stuff.
some weird
But
shit.
I feel like that's still natural. That's something
Yeah.
in your brain hallucinating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
What's
I
it?
mean,
you guys-
dreams are like basically hallucinations.
Have you guys?
That's true.
Yeah.
I want to bring up something. Have you guys ever tried lucid dreaming?
Is that where you
You're
control
aware,
your
yeah.
dream? I've
Exactly.
never done it, but I've found a dream where I've just been in a dream and been like, okay, I'm dreaming, and then control it. I've never been like, okay, tonight I'm gonna control my dream.
I've
No.
tried to do it, but then I lose track afterwards.
I've
Once I-
never tried it. I'm curious about it, but then it always I get the fear of sleep paralysis all over again for some weird reason.
I have one of the earliest memories of dreams I have. I can remember it years ago.
Okay.
It's probably been like 17 years ago or something crazy. I was in my uncle's truck in the passenger seat, and it was just flying down this hill, and someone was coming around the corner or something, and my first thought was just, it's fine, I'll wake up in a minute. That was like
Oh.
the first one I ever had. It was like, if anything happens, I'll wake up.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Damn.
I still, after all these years, I still remember it so clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I I kind of have the same thing. Like I remember when I was little, I would watch Rugrats. And do you guys remember that Reptar thing?
Of course I do.
The dinosaur one?
I had a nightmare that it was attacking Danny's Burgers in our hometown.
Oh yeah. What?
I don't know why. I was just so scared of that.
Whoa.
And,
Yeah.
I guess I was. No. And that's like the first nightmare that I've ever had, and
That's quite a nightmare.
yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah.
When your favorite fast food gets taken out,
Yeah.
it's crushing.
Oh man, I used to love playing the arcade games in there.
What was there?
fun.
Pac-Man?
Yeah,
Miss
Pac-Man.
Miss
Right.
Pac-Man, yeah. That was fun. But let's see. I was actually thinking about something else. Have you guys? I know I keep bringing up like, have you guys ever done?
No,
has
that's
this ever
fine.
happened or
That's
this? But I was actually gonna say, have you guys ever had a dream where you just? This is like the weirdest thing, but where you like just you're falling and it feels like real life and you don't know what the hell to do.
Do you ever?
It's like
do you ever
near
hit
death,
the
I
ground and
guess.
it jolts you out of your sleep?
Oh, I've
Does
had
that happen?
Yeah. So
No, I haven't.
this
You've
is
never had that happen?
No.
That's the worst.
Well, actually,
part.
no. I have had that happen. I think.
I got like a weird story. So when I was in the 4th grade, I went roller skating, right? And I was not good at it. And I fell often. And later that night, I went to sleep, and my mom was walking towards my room to check on me and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw me like move a lot, like jolt. And in my dream, I remember myself falling a lot. And so ever since then, I've always like, anytime I have a moment where like I run or I jump, I jolt in real life. And it looks like I'm being possessed by a demon. And especially in the car too. My brother,
everyone can see.
yeah, my brother and my sister like get afraid because I do weird movements.
You're all slapping them in the face.
No, I actually.
Don't take me roller skating.
No. Like that's actually what happened once is I dreamt because I earlier that day I went to work out with my brother and we were doing shoulders and there was a movement where I like lift up my hand
Oh yeah.
and
No one can see this, by the way.
oh, yeah.
So to them, all their picture is this. this exercise where I place my hand on the table and lift.
Okay, lift my arm up. Basically a lateral raise if you know that.
Okay, that's better.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. And then afterwards, my brother was driving and he got scared because he thought I was attacking him.
Really?
Not attacking him, but like trying to hit him.
Oh.
And he saw that I was sleeping, and yeah,
Wow.
I don't know. I tend to dream a lot of dreams where I react in real life. Like sometimes I wake up crying too.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I wake up crying when I dream about someone being killed, like
Yeah.
someone that I love. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
But that happened a few times.
Yeah, same here. Couple, but
I think the only dream I can remember where it really affected me was I don't know why this happened, but I was really young and I was like had some allergies going on or something where I was congested and so I snored like and like I pictured it as a bee in my dream. It woke me up and I started crying because it just scared me so much. Just, Mom!
you got the EpiPen right away.
Damn.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
you're
allergic to
right?
bees.
But that's understandable because you're like,
Yeah.
But to
that's-
cry from a bee?
but that's like, because you're allergic. That's like,
Well, yeah. Did spend.
have
I
you
remember.
ever gotten stung by a bee, by the way?
Yeah.
And actually EpiPenned yourself?
I've never EpiPenned myself.
They're like, ah! Right
I
in the
think
thigh.
I think I actually knew one. I think mine's expired. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
basic. If you don't know what an EpiPen is, I have this pen where if you put pressure on like the top part of it, the needle will come out. So you basically have to jam it into like the thickest part of your leg.
Ouch.
So if I get stung and if I feel like I can't breathe, just fucking.
That sounds really painful, truthfully.
I've never had to do it. So
What's the most... You guys want to have this as the last topic?
okay, yeah, that's fine.
Because this is a really good one. What's the most pain you guys ever felt?
oh, that's easy for me.
Good.
I was in a car accident, and my
Oh,
hand
yeah.
injury was, well, I don't know. I guess the hardest thing was right after the accident is I didn't feel any kind of pain, but I had basically a really bad road rash on my hand, and so a good amount of it was basically, I don't know, destroyed. And I didn't feel any pain, but right as I got into the ambulance and they gave me medicine, I started feeling a lot of pain.
Oh,
even with like painkillers, I still felt it. It was just like
excruciating.
Yeah, it was like my hand was on fire. Like really, really.
Wow, that is terrible.
I remember because I knew you, and one of the things you said was you felt like your fingers were still there. You have all your fingers, but just some are a little shorter now.
Yeah,
and you actually had to learn to write with your left hand when you went back.
Oh
to
yeah, I
school.
remember that.
Yeah.
Are you still ambidextrous?
I could still write with my left hand, but just not as quick, and it still looks a little bit messy. I'm pretty sure I could like try to relearn.
Oh yeah.
Do you still feel like your fingers are there sometimes?
No. I dream when I dream. I do see like my whole hand there, but
is that weird?
Yeah, it's weird to kind of like go back into reality and see that they're not there.
How long ago was that?
That was about
7, right?
No.
7, 8 years.
It's gonna be
it's
gonna be 10 years.
10 years
next
Wow.
year. Yeah.
What?
September 23rd.
Where's the time gone?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Holy.
I don't think we have anything close to that. What is yours? I can't.
Well, let me see. I got a good amount of them, but one that I know that I felt like one of them was when I fell from the top. That was terrible. When I bruised my tailbone. Oh my god.
Tell us what you were doing.
Okay, well, you know.
Tell us what happened.
I kind of forgot. Sorry.
Okay, so I got 2 of these friends at school. Friends,
quote unquote.
quote unquote. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm all doing it. No one can see. Anyways, one was he was like 6'5", 6'6".
He was tall.
Yeah.
And then the other one was like 5'8". So that was a terrible. That was terrible. Okay,
It's a lopsided table.
yeah, extremely. So I had them both lift me up, and we're pretty much just trying to prank these 2 girls and put their bags on top of this pillar. It was way up top, and I actually got it up there, but coming down, my God. I'm like, all right, guys, I got it up there. They just both let go, and I went straight back on the fell right on the concrete.
All right, I got it. All right, later, bitch.
It was terrible. I hit it so hard, and it was weird, kind of like in Call of Duty when you get the flashbang. You know, the same sound.
Your ears just rang.
And I woke up. Not woke up. I stood up, and I was like, what just happened? I had this really deep pain in my stomach. It was really weird. And that's why I had to slouch, and I could hardly breathe correctly, and that was just, oh man. I was like, I remember everybody was trying to be like, oh hey, I saw you freaking telling me or oh hey, Aaron, all this, and I'm like, all just to myself.
He just had his head
down.
in his arms, pointed into a table, just like he was crying or something, but just was done.
It was terrible pain. It felt like, I know, it's every time I used the restroom, I needed to poop. I know. My bone, it felt like it was, I guess, contracting in a way. It was terrible. It felt like it was constantly cracking and moving, and it was just, oh man.
I can't think of I have only fractured a wrist. I don't remember that being particularly painful. Mm-hmm. I can just think of the one I got stung by a wasp, which I was really allergic to. It stung my arm or stomach. There was 2 times where it did it, so I can't remember which one. Mm-hmm. And it just got super red and swollen, like a dude who lifts. Yeah. And if he was flexing, if you hit his arm, it was that tough.
Jesus Christ.
On my stomach. I don't lift or anything, but so I went and they gave me medicine, and I started reacting weird to it, and they found out I was allergic to the medicine.
Oh my God.
And it gave me blood poisoning. I think it was blood poisoning.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I got this weird rash that didn't itch or hurt. It was just made me look weird. Mm. But so they used, I think they said it was salt water. I could be stupid and remember it wrong. But just something to push that out of my veins, basically. So you can feel your veins being forced open.
Wow, it's weird.
Not just one, both. And it was the weirdest, and that really hurt. That's the only thing I can think of.
I can't even think of how that pain would feel.
It's weird to explain. Just your veins being kind of forced open.
Yeah. That's strange.
Damn. And your muscles were probably inflated. Pushed, I guess.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
And so they had to come in every hour or 2 hours to stick a needle in my arm to see if my blood was okay. So that hurt, like this all bruised all on my
God, that's
where my
terrible.
elbow meets, just because they kept coming in and like.
Yeah. Toothpick? I got a toothpick in the toe.
Oh!
Right across
What?
the toe, I know.
What?
That hurt.
Oh!
My room was disgustingly a mess, and it was just terrible.
How long ago was this?
I would say I was in 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a little
Like last
so-
week, I got this toothpick.
Yeah.
Wait, a toothpick? Like,
Yeah, dude, a toothpick,
wow.
and I don't know why I had him in there. I guess.
I like to be that cool guy with.
Yeah,
the hair.
exactly. I had my leather jacket on, the slick. I had the slicked
You
hair
slick
and
your hair
everything.
back, it goes.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I ran in my room and it just impaled my toe and it hurt so bad. And well, it hurt when it impaled my toe, but pulling it out was even worse. Oh man, I got splinters while it was coming out too. Oh.
So it wasn't my toe, but I was playing
Terrible.
basketball and there was a safety pin, probably about how big would you say that is?
About 2 inches.
It was probably about 2
2 and a
inches
half
big.
inches, yeah.
And for some reason, it was in the ground, facing up. So I jumped to do a layup or whatever. I land right on it, and it goes through my shoe and almost all the way in. So like every time I tried to pull it, I couldn't. I had to have someone do it, and they just like used all their strength. It
Oh,
was
God.
deep in my foot.
That would have been terrible.
It wasn't the toe though. I feel like the toe's worse because you
Yeah.
get splinters on the way out.
Yeah. So does that conclude?
I think
the
this
show?
is our
Yeah.
podcast, guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for listening to a podcast? Question mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Nathaniel.
I'm Raul.
And I'm Aaron, and we are signing out now.
Bye.